You quit making fun of me over there. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the cafe. As always, I am your hostess, Barista. Not just my title, it is also my name, and good lord, my glasses are actually kind of gross. Oh well, it'll be fine. I can still see. That's the important part. Well, shoot, what was I gonna say? In-game, happy almost New Year. It's New Year's Eve. As we can sort of peek on Jill's phone over here. You have no new notifications or reminders. That's because our big one, we finished up yesterday. We paid the rent. So Jill isn't gonna have to go homeless. Or get the bad end. Because that's actually how you get the bad ending, is if you don't pay the rent. And what? Since... Oh, excuse me. I love that one of Claire's emotes is a bagel as the yippee. I love that for her. But yeah, so since we've already passed it, I guess I can / should reveal the bad ending. I just had an idea for my 2 days off. Oh boy. The bad ending, of course, is what happens when you don't pay the rent and Jill gets evicted. She actually gets to move in with Alma. She moves in with Alma. Alma's more than happy to take her in. And I can't remember if it's a space issue. But, Jill and Alma share the bed. They sleep together. Platonically every night. Which wouldn't be so bad if Jill didn't have a, bit of a crush on Alma and Alma wasn't straight as shit. And, in fact, the achievement that you get for getting the bad ending is literally called Cozy Hell. For what that's worth to you. But, since we had enough money, Jill paid her rent, we don't have to go to Cozy Hell. We can go on to the New Year's party. And see everybody, and all the fun stuff. Jill says to 4, I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Because, it's New Year's Eve. People are probably going to be setting off fireworks and shit. And 4 says, thanks. Yeah, it's better for him to stay here than to come to the party, obviously. No, pardon me. Thank you. There's actually a new message on Reddit, aka Danger You, from admin Chris. We wanted to stop the epic memeing for a while just to say thank you. Big thanks to each and every one of you who bought this game. Thank you for reaching up to this point into the game. Thanks for all your tweeting, all your questioning through Tumblr, all the emails, etc., etc. Even though we couldn't answer every single thing, we can't stress how much we appreciate all the messages we got. Thank you very much. The road was rocky, things weren't as smooth as we had hoped around the end of development, we even had some people actively trying to sabotage our work, but like Big Match John, we beat the odds and kicked out at 2. Admin Furfur. Fair? I don't know. Thanks for reading through all of my nonsense. Hope it wasn't too heavy-handed. Sukeban, let's fill the world with badass cuties. This thread is closed. Since that was a message to us and Jill doesn't get it, she says, weird message. The augmented eye is down for maintenance. Sorry for the inconvenience. And Kira Mickey hasn't said anything except since Valhalla. Well, we've got plenty of money, but Jill doesn't want anything. And theoretically, we could do New Game Plus, and our money, like, rolls over, I think. But I don't think we're gonna do that, because I'm pretty sure we've gotten most, if not all, of the endings. But there's only one way to find out. Saturday, December 31st. I want to watch the New Year's fight. Well, let's see. Gil is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Right, the sister of her now deceased ex-girlfriend, who she had a major blowout with. But the sister, Gabby, left Gil a note for Jill, and she wants to apologize and talk things out, so he told her to come to the New Year's party. So Jill's scared about that. She's not good with emotional confrontations and such. Which is part of why the whole, thing with her ex happened in the first place. There we go. In fact, there were people within the dev team trying to sabotage, yet the game came out and is awesome as a testimony as how amazing the team is. I agree. I can't help but wonder if those same saboteurs, are the reason that Nirvana is probably never gonna come out at this rate. Nirvana being the sequel to Valhalla, which takes place at the bar in Panama that Dana's friend runs. If they are, then I'm gonna fight them. I mean, I think you'd have to find them first. And this will be, I think, 9 years since Valhalla came out. So, Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that will cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? Touché. A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. The fact that that's probably gonna work on Jill because she has such a massive ass crush on Dana. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years, so now it's time to face it head on. Fly directly to the forehead. Head on. Fly directly to the forehead. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. See, there it is. She's so happy. I'm okay. Ah, shit. The fact that the music just cuts out as soon as Gabby shows up. Hello. Gabby. I think she wants more than a hug, Dana. Baby steps. If I'm not mistaken, this track that started to play now, I'm pretty sure this is Everything Will Be Okay. I'm pretty sure that's exactly the song that's playing right now. If I had to guess. I feel like Dana knows that Jill likes her and is just being obtuse on purpose. I could see- oh god. I could see her doing that, but at the same time... I feel like she also knows how much is on the line for Jill in this, so she's not being as obtuse as she normally would be. Don't mind me just playing model adjustment. There we go. Yeah. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey! You talk first. No, well... Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. It just said sorry. That's it. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worrying about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. After all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. And she just says sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Ugh, now I'm fucking pissed! Are you laughing? Sorry. I just remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. The letter was supposed to piss me off like that. I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to wow, why am I throwing nanomachine in there without any... The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Maybe just because the word rejection is usually preceded by nanomachine in this game. Yep. Oh, I completely... Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18 but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently, the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what-ifs won't bring her back. I spent so much time hammering myself with what-ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the Research Institute thing back then? And the amount of just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today, I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having had that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. If she only... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we're to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we're to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. Best we can do right now is to try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though. Did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time. That actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know? We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either. So... let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger U? Oh, girl, you found me on Reddit? That's the worst. I have, yeah. Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day, I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Well, Jill, at least you're consistent. Are you mad? No, not mad. More like dumbfounded. Hey, Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, Back then, I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer. that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her. That was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me. What about my freedom? What about my say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurt so much. But you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself. Think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you two to you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Huh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We are quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? Well, my sister wouldn't have scolded you. I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. You know, if I had to guess, I feel like Gabby is also a bit of an oops baby for her parents. Because the implication always was that Lenore was a little bit older than Jill. Jill's 27, and Gabby here is only in, like, what, 8th or 9th grade? So she had an older sister who was almost kind of old enough to be her parent. If I'm doing the math right. Which I'm probably not. Math is hard. I'm just a barista, not a mathematician. So it makes sense that she would cling more to her sister rather than her parents. Like, especially if there was a smaller age gap. Or, like, rather a larger age gap between her and her parents. But her sister was still close enough that she could, you know, seek advice and everything from her. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overreaching. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's make something to toast Gabby with. Preferably something sweet. I think... yeah. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. The one time we can't scream moon and make a moon blast. I mean, theoretically we could have, but This is a serious moment. This is very intense. This is a teenager. A young teenager. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Wanna add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis. You idiot! Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot! Idiot! I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough, you idiotic idiot? Ah! Hey, Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later, we'll clash on some opinion. What I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore. Faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers! Cheers, chat. So... about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. I also didn't put alcohol in it. Might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Well, shit, then I have to make another one. Right. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. Poor Gabby. She got pranked. There we go. Actually participate in my own toast. I put bubblegum on the soles of all of her shoes in retaliation. Oh no. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well... I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Oh my. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. Ew! She said, so, how do you like eating me for lunch? Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Huh? Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? Also, is Anna floating around somewhere? The TV fucked up. Did she literally just pop in to hear me talk about fucking weird sex stuff? It's not that weird. It's not weird to have sex toys. It's not weird to use them. Slightly weird to use a cucumber and then use it in a salad. But I digress. They think I'm at Clary's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Clary knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand. I think he got into a partnership with a friend in the Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy! I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Heh. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as the said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society and in her circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was a no-no. Oh, great. We're still in the 2070s and there's still fucking homophobia. Can't have shit in Glitch City. I'm still on my sis's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. Well, your mom's a fucking homophobe, then. What do you call somebody who associates with Nazis? A Nazi. What do you call somebody who associates with homophobes? A homophobe. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. Well, I may be your sister, but I'm also your mom now. I'm also your mom now. Yeah. How did she react to her death? You know, Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. We shall protect the little bean. Yes. Yes. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. We know Dana also has a little sister, so I wonder how she'll feel about having another little sister added to the mix. Just a little sister figure of Jill's, anyway. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Oh, I should have known that was almost text color. Let me try that again. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. I think she'd love it. She would love being the kooky aunt. Oh, absolutely. Like, if there's anybody you can tell, you know, like, made-up stories about your wild-ass past to, and she'd love the shit out of it, it'd be for, you know, kids. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Well, there we go. So that's the end of the main story. I do enjoy the note that they end on is Gabby and Jill making back up and agreeing to be part of each other's lives. Michael Kelly, brilliant man that you are. I kiss in your general direction because your music is always fucking delightful. And from here, after the credits roll, I believe that's how we're gonna see what other endings that we got. It's depending on how we interacted with the patrons of the bar and whether or not we did everything quote-unquote right, we will get different endings. I like how this one person is credited as Business Cat. Special thanks to Yisbert Games, Ichio, Miguel Agadello, everyone who pre-ordered. You right there! Hey, that's me! Now these credits are very short, so there were not a lot of people who worked on this. But words are hard. Some high quality shit right here. Like, there's a reason, even though I've played this before and I'm familiar with it, that I still wanted to play it for this. Because it's a good story. One that you can go back to every now and then. And yeah, if we had played it differently, the Virgin Moon blast was amazing. Good. Did you have fun? Yes. Yes, I did. I was literally just saying about how much fun I had. And I knew I would have fun, which was why I did it again. Even though I've played this by myself before. Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why didn't your boss hug you, though? Oh, it's Jill and, Gabby. Jill's asking Gabby if she had fun. And Stella showed up there. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. Jill did get that hug from Dana. And presumably Stella and Say did show up. You're right. Good night, Jill. Well, at the very least, Stella showed up because she's the only cat boomer that we know. And I'm just assuming we'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Copyright 2016. Sukeban Games. Gracias, Peluche. Yeah, I don't even know how long they worked on Valhalla before they put it out. Like, it could have had a really long development cycle. A similar thing might be happening with Nirvana. I obviously there are delays because it's been out wishlistable on Steam for a while, but I don't even know how long it's been out for that. Friday, February 3rd. This is good. Really good. You have no idea how long I've wanted some curry. Ah, great. It only took like 2-3 months, but Jill finally got some fucking curry. I remember I meant to eat some, but then I had to pay for some drinks I spilled on the floor. Yeah, that was at the beginning of December, so it's been like 2 months. That screwed up my budget. It's the least I can do after being such an obnoxious client. Oh, look at that! Looks like Virgilio did, in fact, get to open up the curry stand he wanted to. Yeah, about that. Mind if I ask something, Mr. Timothy Mercury? So you know? It's a small city. Turns out 2 very grateful girls soon became regulars, and both of them were related to you. So what's your question, bartender? Also, Jill looks so cute. This is like the first time we see her in something that isn't her fucking bartending outfit. Call me Jill. 2 questions, actually. First one is, why did they brand you as a traitor? Because you killed the other guy? I don't know, it sounds weird considering the other guy assaulted 2 little girls. It was a cover-up. The guy was my superior. High-ranking officer like him assaulting innocent civilians? That would be unthinkable. On paper, at least. On record, I hurt the girls and killed him before another unit subdued me, then I escaped from their custody. In reality... That's all I needed to know. Sorry for bringing that up. Didn't you have another question? Yeah. How did you build this restaurant so fast? Oh shit is right. Virgilio was in fact, or I guess Timothy Mercury, was in fact the White Knight who saved Say and Stella when they were kids. That was why both of them commented on him looking familiar. And that's why Say in particular said something about, you know, him looking older and having gained weight, but yeah, still definitely the same. Yeah, it's been a long ass time since that happened, I assume. That happened when they were like 6, and assuming he doesn't have the question mark on his face, you're right. It's a small city. Turns out 2 very grateful girls tracked me down to thank me. One of them was rich and the other noticed I smelled like curry. Heh, those 2 are really nice girls, huh? They didn't deserve what that bastard did to them. Speaking of, excuse me. Oh, speaking of the angels. Timmy, 2 special curries, please. Oh, hi, Jill. Oh, we're going backwards. A couple of weeks. Friday, January 20th. Oh god, I can't believe I'm actually here. The concert will begin any second now. Ah! Wow, I've never seen her so openly excited before. Don't talk too loudly or you'll startle her. They went to the concert together! Wow, Stella really does look different with her hair done different. It's always nice to see her so happy she doesn't give a damn and lets herself go. Also, for anyone who may have been paying attention, The music playing in the background is, in fact, Kira Mickey's Your Love is a Drug, the song we played at the beginning of every shift. You sure you don't mind me? Again, Jill! So cute! Also, Say having her bangs pulled back and everything. Of course not. That way I won't be the only one with a little clue as to what's going on. Oh, thanks, Say. Is it true that you've served this Kira Mickey girl at the bar? As amazing as it sounds. Really nice girl. If a bit oblivious to the risks some people present. How so? She doesn't mind stalkers and such. Oh. How's your wounds? Arm's doing fine, eyes healing nicely, and I can sleep better at night. Yeah, unlike Stella, who has to have an eye patch over her eye situation, Say looks a lot better than we've seen her. Excuse me. Just what transpired inside that bang? Ah, shucks. All the cute girls on the screen, yes, including the barista. Nah. It's not important anymore. What's important is that Stella will get me a job after I heal. She will? She's rebuilding a new armor set for me and wants me to be her bodyguard. I'd be paid for something I do anyways, and I'll get to spend more time with her. That's nice. I'd like to spread out and help more people, but it's a nice start. You want to be a vigilante then? Maybe. Ah! She's coming out! It's her! It's actually her! Look, it started. Are you here, Jill? This song is for you! What? Oh, another forward jump. Saturday, February 25th. Hell yeah, lesbian bodyguard. Yeah, lesbian bodyguard romance ship. And Kira Mickey dedicated one of her songs at the concert to our dear Jill. That's so cute. And about a month later, 3 weeks, a couple of weeks after the curry thing, we're jumping all over the place. Whatever. I can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. You didn't have to accept, you know. Shut up. I'm having a good time. Aww. Look. See, even Gabby is having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I feel like Jill's trying not to enjoy herself as much, but these blush stickers tell me everything. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Aww. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time where she bought her a shirt that... You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt that said what? That had a pic of a cucumber on it. Oh, no. Cucumber? Ow! Just what are you doing with my hair? Sorry, it got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously? So I'm a bit like Lenore then. No, you just remind me of her a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't as, ass. What the girl is trying to say is that with your tits and ass, you could build a Lenore and a half out of the mass. Oh, no. Oh, Jill. That just means there's enough to share with both of you. Oh, my. Like, when people you care about and love let you touch their hair, that's like one of the ultimate signs of trust. Or maybe that's just me. No, you're so right. I absolutely love getting my hair, like, played with, like, just twirled a little bit, you know, just, you know, anything like that. If anybody other than basically, my partner does it, I think I would throw hands. Share! You're talking too much, Alma. Oh, more backwards. Friday, January 15th. It's about a couple weeks after the New Year's party. So yeah, the guy had a fantasy about a woman castrating him. I expect nothing less from a Dorothy scene.
I tried for an hour to convince him it's a bad idea, and I finally got to him. We finally moved to the bedroom, and it turns out the guy has a weird implant where his testicles should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked that fantasy and made sure he could live it out properly.
I'm not kink shaming, I'm just kink questioning. Yeah, my brother ruined a lot. My brother ruined a lot of that for me growing up. So yeah, if I let someone touch my hair, I basically trust you with my life. Yeah. Yeah, same. For me, I think it's also a bit of a comfort of younger days kind of thing, because, I had really nice hair when I was younger. I mean, it's still pretty okay, but it was way better before. You know, very thick, very... fairly easily manipulated. My mom would spend hours, like, braiding it, putting it all into small braids and stuff like that. So if anything, it might be a memory of comfort or something for me. It's just good vibes, good vibes, baby. I once saw a guy at the hospital in the emergency room after having been castrated to fulfill a fantasy. Wonder if it's the same guy. I have enough problems with just one, you know.
Just one what?
Oh, trust me, it looked better when I was younger. It was thicker, more full. After I had my weight loss surgeries, a common side effect is hair loss. So, if I look at a picture of, like, what I looked like maybe 10 years ago, compared to now, yeah, it looks a lot better. But just listening to one of your anecdotes, nice save, Jill. You told me about the Neo Tijuana thing, and now this. Don't you have a more subdued story? For Dorothy, that probably was a subdued story, Jill. Come on, Joe, you're an adult. You can take that much. One of the side effects of my shot? Yeah! Fucking sucks. Like, no matter how many vitamins I take, it still affects it. It still is a problem. Shut up.
Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her the story of her daughter. Turns out her name was Anna.
I'm so surprised. I think I'm going to have a heart attack and die from the amount of that surprise. Which also makes sense why Anna's here. You know, to basically spell it all out. Huh. And now you pretend it's a surprise? Quiet you.
She fought against nanomachine rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made in the hospital to that same sickness. Apparently, sometime after she got out of treatment, a truck hit her and killed her. But even then, she was amazing.
Not that I care too much, given that my dream style is short because androgyny. Still worries me that I shed like a goddamn dog in the shower. Same. That is why I always do a thorough brushing before I get in the shower to try and get all the loose stuff out so it won't be as bad. But still. She was?
Huh? Yeah, she kept up her studies while still in the hospital. She was a self-taught honor student. Not only that, but she also ranked among the top 5 candidates in at least 3 college admissions exams. She also played the piano and guitar.
Well, being confined to a room does that, I guess.
I mean, fully able-bodied people can barely do half of that. But she practically accomplished all that by herself. And she also beat nanomachine rejection, a disease that only 2% of humans suffer and even less survive. It took a trucking truck to take her down. She was great. And to think I'm sort of like her sister.
Heh, silly Becky.
Honey, did you say something?
I did not.
Weird. I swear I heard somebody call me Silly Becky.
Come again?
It's not uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away and think I've heard it nearby, but you're the only one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh well, as I was saying, the ball sack guy.
Oh, big jump. Sunday, August 27th. Well, Anna did say that that other people could see her if they really wanted to. So maybe Dorothy acknowledging, you know, that almost relationship, that connection that they share, that probably makes her more able to pick up on it. If I had to guess. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? I think Dorothy will one day see her. I do too. I mean, if she just heard her, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I think that one day she might see her. Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. And now for something completely different. That's the name of the achievement for getting to the good ending. But And you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. But I already know. They're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Arbitrage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do. You'll do just fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but... We're leaving! Oh yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Gil. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbit, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Emoto in there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. I almost thought Data was about to call her out for her crush on her. No, well, you see, this, the implication is that this is the trip that her and, that Dana and Jill were gonna take, maybe eventually after the bar closed, or at least just someday. We never actually got a time frame. Well, we have a time frame now. It's August, and they're all still dressed like it's winter. So, there's that. Emo who? Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama. Yeah, so they're probably gonna go visit Dana's friend who runs the bar down in Panama, Nirvana. Here you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen on or bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. Yep, see? There it is, New Game Plus. So we would still be able to get to play through with the like 4,000 something money that we already have and all the stuff. So I don't think Jill would... I don't think... Wow, words. I don't know if Jill gets new distractions because it's a new game. It's a whole new frickin'... Or she'll just want the same stuff again, but since she already has it, she won't be distracted. I don't know. I never actually tried. Because, like, on the one hand, it would be cool if they had thought ahead enough to, you know, make it to be something different. But on the other hand, I could also see that not happening. But yeah, that is Valhalla. during just this one playthrough, we got 22 of the 34 achievements. So now what? Fuck, I don't know. Because, like, some of the other achievements are related to doing stuff in New Game Plus. Like, buying all the stuff from the shop, getting all the songs in the jukebox, probably buying all the stuff to decorate Jill's room. There are other hidden character things that can pop up. So, like, when Dana's friend Lexi showed up, that happened because we served a certain drink. We served the Flaming Moai to somebody who asked for just anything, so that brought her there. But if we were to serve that to certain other characters, yes, Gabby's on the screen now. That is also an indicator that you can do New Game Plus stuff. But yeah, for the most part, that's pretty much Valhalla. Well, that's not just pretty much. That is Valhalla. Now, I had a freaking blast with all of this. And just a cursory glance over the achievements. Yeah, we got all of the hidden ending. Well, not really hidden endings, but all of the endings. Except, like I said, the bad ending, where we didn't pay the rent. Which, you know what? Let me think. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has the necessary $10,000 or you'll be evicted. So theoretically, we could actually show this off. So let's say we go... We buy the Kira Mickey poster. This is a good game, what can I say? So what I'm gonna do on this save file... What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy just a bunch of shit. I don't think there's any way we can get that much money. Jill bought what she wanted, she's pleased with herself, she'll focus at work. Don't even know why I'm bothering to look at my phone. So yeah, we got pretty much everything that's at the shop. Oh yeah, we bought this old gaming PC so we can play Model Warrior Julianne, actually. That cost $1,500. Model Warrior Julianne. It's lovely punishment. Justice will be there. Press the enter button. X to shoot and arrow keys to move. Oh, it looks like I can just hold the... Just hold the fire button. Oh god, bullet hell! Bullet hell! I'm bad at these! No! Ah! 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 Game over. Wanna try again? Music's good, though. Now, this song is also on the soundtrack, but I don't remember what this one's called. No, 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 not allowed. No, you're not allowed. It's not even bullet hell. It's not that hard. Yet. There is an achievement for winning, ow. Ow. For winning this, but, let's be real. I am probably not, probably not gonna win this. Let's give it another little go. One more go and then we'll stop. Well, stop this. And then, what we can do is we can go about that in-game day. And I think we can actually get the bad ending. So like I said, we spent basically a shit ton of money at the shop, so ow. Oh, that's just rude. We spent basically all of our money at the shop, so there's, no way that we're gonna be able to pay our rent that's, damn it, that's due tomorrow. Me. One more. Also me. Does one more again. Yeah, with all the money we spent at the shop, even if we did everything absolutely perfect today, there's no way we're gonna have enough money for the rent. So we'll be able to show off the bad ending. And we can also... God damn it! How that one didn't hit me, I will never know. But we'll also be able to see the flavor text that we missed the first time, because we actually bought what Jill wanted, so she'll be focused at work. So we'll be able to see whatever snarky comments she has to make about, shit. About Donovan being an asshole and whatever. Thursday, December 29th. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I am happy to fake helplessness. Fine. Give me the list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? This is when Gil gets called a guy who's fucked. No, that happens tomorrow. Because, it happens in-game tomorrow because, this is presumably the part where he goes to see the girl. He what? Client of his, girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. He's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... Well, we've gone back to before the New Game Plus, so we don't get any of the new stuff. That reminds me, though. Yeah, that was the one that was playing. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Deal with a crush, huh? This place. Great. Oh, if it isn't... Hey, Jill, sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming! Door's open! Go ahead, the door to the left. Thanks. Hello there! Oh, hi there! The other one! That's the bathroom! Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Where did she... Oh, the hellhole. Perfect! Hey kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, you remembered me after 2 weeks. Mr. Donovan's usual drink, huh? Yep. Maybe it's because of this guy that I remember how to make it so frickin' easily. Whatever. Here.
This seems right.
It better be fucking right. That's all you fucking order.
Paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports.
I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right?
A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know.
Then why not try to rectify that image?
To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in the non-pleasant way. Saibatsu Core and Company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario, is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. If I overstep, my ass is on the line.
Huh.
Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately.
Oh yeah, that.
Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. Last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants.
Huh.
Not to mention there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing.
Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. No news outlet talks about that.
Alright, kid, let's try a moon blast now.
Come again?
Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time.
A moon blast? That's a new one for him. Guess what, Nova? We got to make that moon blast after all. We'll make it big, like the size of his fucking head. The rocks and blended. Big moon blast. Here.
Now, let's see what the ruckus is about.
So... what brought you here?
Oh right, didn't you see a Lilim coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up.
Not really.
Did she jump to the roof then?
Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview?
Not really, just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring.
Why, though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something?
Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those King-class CH-1A models are, personally.
And so you followed her?
I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson.
You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something?
Wife, that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her.
She probably gets off on the fact that you're not fucking there.
So that Lilim isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver.
Right. Let's just give him a pile driver, literally. I don't even know why I'm bothering going for the big drinks. It's just habit. Yeah, and the fact she probably has a partner that can actually find the bean. But that just also brings up the question, does she have one? Here.
Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her.
The guy left.
Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video.
No, thank you.
Seems you had a hearty talk. What's the confusion, Nova?
Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos.
How nice of you.
It's nothing, really. And she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet?
Sure. Miss Idol wants something sweet. I think we gave her a blue fairy last time. Might as well. Hello? There we go. Blue fairy. Here.
Thanks.
I forgot what game this was, and I was about to question a lot of things, then I realized Batman's wife might not be human. Didn't even know Batman had a wife, so there, we all learned something new today. So do you know why Donovan was following you? You probably meant Donovan's wife, right? Yeah. Fucking speech to text. Yeah, his wife might also be a Lilim, but she might not be the same kind of model of Lilim like Kiramiki is. She might be, well, something different.
I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him.
I see. Seemed like he was just trying to come on to you.
You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship.
Wait, you are?
It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now.
Really?
We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not?
Oh, hydrate and stretch time. Okay, you got it. I needed yet another drink after doing fucking Donovan's voice anyway. Okay, here we go. Enjoy that upskirt of my leggings. Ugh. Maybe someday I'll have, like, during the summer, I'll have to play some kind of, like, beachy kind of game and get an outfit accordingly. Maybe I'll play the the fucking Dead by Daylight dating simulator. Maybe I'll do that. Cause that's all beachy and shit, so I'll just have to get my own little beachy outfit to wear. Hell yeah. I mean, it might just be a basic ass swimsuit in fucking V-Roid. But, I
already knew him well enough, so it wouldn't hurt to try.
Beach episode at the cafe. What is this, a beach episode? Yes. Yes, it would be. How nice.
He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise.
I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately.
Really?
Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing.
I don't like the term fan too much. Strikes me as a bit pretentious in my opinion. I have many fans, doesn't sit so well.
I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but a few things I've heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Yes, because we actually bought it. Let me see. Something tea-like. If I remember correctly, something bitter but girly is fine too. However, we in fact did buy the tea from the shop. Here. Perfect. Hey, you're a King Class CH-1A, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. You got nips? Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? If I remember correctly, the DFC-72 is the kind of model that Dorothy is. And deals like a D-something 107. We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. Yeah, I think that's the one that Deal is. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Oh, I see. Hey Jill, will you go to my next concert? Girl, if I could afford it, yes. I heard every ticket was sold out, never mind how expensive they are. So I guess that's a no. Sorry. Now you will. Here. Is this? It's a ticket for my encore concert. Sorry it's not a better seat, but I only get so many free tickets. No, I mean, this is amazing. I don't know if I can accept it, though. You will. It even has backstage pass so we can talk afterwards and you'll tell me how it was. Why give it to me? I don't know. I like you. You're attentive and hear me out. That behavior should be rewarded more. Well, thanks. God, it feels weird to get a gift. And from a celebrity, no less. Don't think too much about it. You deserve it. Although I guess I can understand how you feel about receiving gifts. I usually get quite a few from fans, but it always feels so weird. I don't like feeling as though I got something for free. Luckily, I've thought of a way of not feeling so bad about it. How? Just give it my all on stage. They gave those gifts to me after watching me perform. Ah, so you noticed. It's only natural for me to do my best and give it my all as a way to repay them. See, I wasn't just talking out of my ass about the whole beach thing. I was one step ahead. Haha. I should give it my all mixing drinks then. Of course. I see. Well, I've gotta go, but let's have a Sparkle Star first. Alright. Sparkle Star from Miss Idol. Oh, to redeem it now or keep building up to the Halloween costume. Decisions. I mean, that's entirely up to you. It's not anything particularly... Like I said, it's not anything particularly fancy or exciting or anything. I was just like, summer's coming up. I should probably have... I know, like, everybody and their grandma has some kind of bathing suit. Maybe I should do something like that, too. So, it's entirely up to you. Here. Sparkling! Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. Alright. Halloween's still about 5 months away, and I'm at like 45K. Yeah, exactly. Okay, hang on then. Okay, let's... beach Rista at the bar, I guess. First, barista jump scare. Yeah, this was just a little... Well, it would help if I was pressing the right button to move myself. Just a little swimmy suit. Here, hang on, let's... There we go. That works. So we're not on the... we're not standing on the bar. Yeah, it's just a little something I threw together. I drew the little bow on the back, too. Yeah, if just put a beach in the background, LMAO. I could do that, yeah. Ah, wrong button. Yeah, fuck it. Barista jump scare. This outfit also gets something that no other outfit gets. Why the hell did speech text mistake beach for bitch? Why? Bro, if I knew, I would totally tell you. But I, in fact, do not know. Here, let me see. Do 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 do. Oh, wrong folder. Okay, well, there's that. Now we need me. Where am I? There we go. Beach Rista, baby. One of these days I'll hit the right button. But yeah, this outfit actually has something that none of my other ones do. Oh, I just realized. Hang on. There we go. I realized that because I turned off the visual for the game capture, there was not only no visual, but there was also no sound. So it was just real fucking quiet. But yeah, like I said, this was just a little something I threw together. Tried to do like a cute little bow thing to make it look like my little bow there. Then again, just the waistband and the little bow. And like I said, this outfit has something that none of the other ones do. You can see my feet. This is as close as you're getting. The Twitch keeps breaking every time you bring it up. My feet. It can't handle the cute barista. You're right, it can't. Forget Kim Kardashian showing her ass or whatever the fuck. It's, Beach Rista. Breaking the internet with my feet. With my toes. Yeah, none of my other models have this. I did not figure that out on my own. It's so fucking obvious. No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, jump scare. All of my other models have, well, they've got regular shoes and socks and shit. Be kind to myself. Brain cell meds have ended for the day. It's 12:48. Worked 5 to 10. Yeah, exactly. And you were probably up at least 12 hours. What is it? 14, 15 hours ago? That's why I didn't figure it the fuck out myself. That's totally fine. But yeah, no, even my day off outfit, the one with the shorts and the t-shirt, I'm wearing socks. Okay, I'll show you. I have socks. I know what I have. I ain't giving that shit up for free. Yeah, I think I woke up 10:30, took my meds, normally wake up at 9:30 and can't go back to sleep. Yeah, that's what you were mentioning. Yeah, I know what people on the internet want. They want my fucking feet. Well, maybe not necessarily my feet, but they go feral for the feet. So I figured this would be a... It's usually after staying up anywhere between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. depending on how long friendos are up. Yeah. But yeah. This model has my feet, and you can see them. Mostly because I couldn't / didn't want to justify wearing socks or like closed-toed shoes at the beach. I just couldn't. I couldn't / didn't want to justify it. And I couldn't figure out how to make sunglasses, so that's why I'm not wearing glasses at all. Look into my eyes. You got games on your phone? You got games on your phone? I promise I won't drop your phone in the sand. This is the face of a trustworthy barista. I also have probably more fun than I should getting up close like that, because you can actually see my fangies. Ah. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of the closeness. Yes, it is. It's an old phone that I wanted, that I wouldn't give two damns about if it just spontaneously combusted, let alone dropped in the sand. Yay! I wonder what kind of games we have. Does this phone have Balatro? Does your phone have Balatro? I want to yeet Jimbo into the ocean. I feel like that would be very funny. Okay. Let's, there we go. Let's reconvene. Let's refigure out my tabs and everything. Jesus Christ, what am I doing? Where am I? I'm at the bar. I'm in a bathing suit. I got my feet. I'm standing on a bar stool. I got the hiccups. Yeah, we'll leave this on for a few more minutes. I tried to pick one of the ones that had the, you know, we'll make myself a little extra smaller. Just in case somebody comes in. Not that anybody will, but... No, unfortunately the phone is a Samsung Galaxy S7, can barely run Genshin Impact, but it does got Minecraft, the aforementioned Genshin Impact, Cookie Clicker, Stress ASMR app, and probably something else too, but I can't remember. I'll take ASMR app for 300, Alex. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if the timer is actually going to work on this one. I thought I copied the thing from one of the skins that does. But I could be wrong. So we'll just leave this on until 15 minutes has elapsed, and then we'll just go back to normal. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot. Please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Boss asked you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Well, let's go with that then. Right. Greetings! Ah, Stella, what can I get for you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. A Bleeding Jane for Stella. Yeah, see, this time, since we got Jill what she wanted, she's focused and not thinking about shit like her bra strap being itchy or whatever. This time, she's actually remembering what the customers are ordering. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. Pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean. Really clean. Gil's the one you can owe that to. Guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. Yeah, he saw that girl that he likes, and she probably asked him to hook up. I see. Hey Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of White Knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any White Knight still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So, between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many White Knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of armor fetch a high price these days. Could anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents just open for many. So I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks, so I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? Guy had a really small unit, 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor were heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of Henshin heroes. And what? They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. You know, Say did mention something about how Stella was gonna get her, or get a new suit made for her. So maybe this is why she knows about it, like why she's into it. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces.
The regulations and laws didn't allow for that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corps has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corps. Because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords. They're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. There we go. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for a lot of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. And again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just a front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corps chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corps is actually doing. Yeah. So what you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously. Hen what? Ahem. Can I get a Brandtini here, please? Sure, sure. Now let's give her a Brandtini. Here. Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today? Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira Mickey Encore concert. I really want to pet her ears. They keep doing that twitchy thing. Yeah.
What we learned in conversation is that those aren't actually ears. They just look like ears. They're basically useless appendages. They're purely for visual aesthetic. Like, she has human ears. They're just under her hair. We can't see them. Don't know what else to call them. I'm not gonna call them protrusions, so ears it is. Alright, alright. Okay, I did say that. Nice. Alright, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true? Amazing. I know, she even got me a ticket for the concert. She what? I had to twist some arms to get tickets for the Encore concert. And not only did you get them free, the idol herself gave them to you? Do you have any idea how jealous I am right now? But since I can't pet her head, I'll head pat you. Aw, thank you. I like them head pats. It'll be interesting. You're gonna enjoy the hell out of it, trust me. This'll be my first live concert of her, but I've seen every other concert of hers on video. They all have such a magical aura about them. Everyone says they have to be seen to be believed. You really like her music, huh? Makes me happy, what can I say? I love listening to it when I'm feeling down. Hell, it even helped me when I was worried sick about Say at the bank. Made me forget all my worries, even if for a little while. Huh, I see. Say, Jill, you want to come to the concert with us? Us? I invited Say because I managed to get 2 tickets. You want to come with us both? No, I only want to go with you, Stella. Who gives a heck about Say? That's so mean! No, I care about Say. Say is wonderful. I'd love to. I didn't want to go by myself, but... Are you okay with that? I don't want to be a burden. Of course, the more the merrier. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. Yeah, as we saw in the ending thing, she looks way different. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Sei and her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. And, you know, also, this was something else I was thinking about. She is a former White Knight, so maybe people will ask how she got those, and they'll be like, what's the deal here? Are you on the level? You good? At least that's my thought. Heh. Hey, can you give me a classic drink? Sure. Stella wants something classic now. Yeah, we already got her a Bleeding Jane. I don't want to give her a frothy water, so let's give her a fucking beer. Here. Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house, Stella? At that point, just lie and say you were part of the hostages at the bank. Yeah, I mean, there were some of them that were, you know, some people who were involved that were killed and probably some who were injured. But I feel like if it was all over the news there... I don't know, they might be easily identifiable, but if it's at least a month after the fact, which it was, it might be more difficult. I don't know. I'm just overthinking things. I mean, that could also be why Sei has her hair, like her bangs pulled back at the concert. I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you and everyone wins. I think most people are going to be focused on, you know, the idol. Yeah, exactly. Like, the security people would probably be more concerned with doing their job rather than whether or not any former White Knights who haven't already gone into hiding or whatever are at the goddamn Kiramiki Encore concert. Like, especially, you know, event security like that. They said at the first concert there was over, I want to say 250,000 people. I seriously doubt if they were worried about one person, it would be someone in the audience. But I'm just a barista. I'm not a security specialist. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend the plant. Most people, when confronted with someone who is disabled, especially physically and noticeable, they tend to shy away and not ask or even try to look, with the exception of, like, little kids. Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people just don't like being confronted with the reality of, hey, such and such thing could potentially happen to me. And I could end up like this someday. I could end up, like, needing a mobility aid or, you know, some other thing could happen to me. At least that's how it seemed when I was, I needed my mobility aid after my surgery. And then, of course, when people did ask, it was like, yeah, I got in a car accident, I broke my leg in 3 places. You want to see? I have pictures of the x-ray, not of my actual injuries. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. Patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. The ones that were uploading... The ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it, though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious, though. Have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Ah, Alma. No hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. Asked if they could, never asked if they should. Yeah, exactly. First the greetings stop, and then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. Total anarchy, we can't have that. You're exaggerating. I am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoth the bartender. I did not. So you like poetry? I had a phase. Can I get you something? Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Sure. Big cobalt velvet for Alma. 1, 2, 3, 4. I said 4, motherfucker. 3, 4, 5, 6. And on rocks. Mixed. Here. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. My daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Odds no, I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... Ugh. I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pick. Oh god, you have a fucking pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. Just use the search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me to this day. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. They all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? It's supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten things up a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sugar rush. Are they trendy now or something? S-U-G-A-R something 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 sugar rush. I'm a drunk. Here. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past. I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I'd describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. It starts with a friendly hit and before you know it. Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. Then there's Richard. Who? Spent almost 4 years with him. Got along pretty well, had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. As time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. Distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. As much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. At one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will you? Sure. Let's get her a beer. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. What age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you and I know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, and honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one and only one chance to call me by my full name as compensation, then. I gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping, because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. First is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh! There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but they're small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. As luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You're pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Huh? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance and you just used it up. Damn it. Surprise! Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey! Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brain waves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you convinced yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya.
All done?
Okay, so I think we did bad enough that we're gonna get the bad ending. If we didn't, then fuck it. We can do it tomorrow. I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems.
You think? Might have been while he was out.
True. Hey, boss. You're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so...
That I am, yeah. Why?
I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake?
Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome?
8th grade what?
When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but...
No, seriously. 8th grade what?
But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show, it just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake.
Huh. Didn't think about it like that.
Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble.
Oh, well, wait, what?
Come here, fuckboy!
Fuckboy. Ah! 8th grade what? Oh yeah, we definitely don't have enough. Like, if we hadn't bought everything in the shop, we might have still made it, but buying everything in the shop ensured us that we do not have enough money for the rent. Your rent contract is now invalid. Please vacate the place by February or discuss a renewal with your landlord. Jill couldn't pay her rent. This will distract her at work. Have a very nice day.
The alley where you found me is pretty comfortable.
Quiet, you. Yeah, we already read all that. There's nothing else to buy from the shop. Oh, there is. There we go. I missed one thing at the shop. Oh well. Oh, there it is. I don't know what it is, but there it is. So Jill's gonna be distracted at work. So I think now what's gonna happen is instead of going ahead towards all the good endings like we did, we're just gonna go right to the bad ending. So since we've already seen all of this before, I think rather than reread everything again, I might just sort of zip through it a little faster. Just so we can actually get to the ending and see what it is, if that makes sense to all y'all. Like, we've already seen this. We know what happens. I mean, we'll see what Jill has to say about being distracted. This is the day where everybody asks Gil if he fucked. Nothing of the sort, I'm fine. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations. I haven't seen you this happy, well, since never. Oh god, I forgot it was a streaming Chon day too. Not so fast, flat bartender, if that's even your real name. Our music's bopping, but we're just gonna... This guy totally fucked. Chat's laughing at him. Ooh. Passed out girl from 2 weeks ago, as if there haven't been multiple. No, we make fun of him and say he looks like you fucked, but anyone really fault him? If you really did fuck his crush, then he's got every right to be happy about it. You're so right, then. You're so right, though. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Betty and Deal, where we freaked out about his blinking or lack thereof. Laura's head over heels for Deal, and he doesn't know what to do about it. Oh no. Now Jill's thinking about extra out-of-pocket shit. I shouldn't have skipped October's rent to buy that Wi-Fi router dildo. What? Thankfully, we know that Betty just wants her usual beer. Big beer to celebrate. For the occasion. Late at night, I have no brain cells. I need to be careful what I type. I was going to continue this thought, but I probably shouldn't. I mean, if you... That's entirely up to you. You can continue the thought, you can space not continue the thought. That's up to you. I ain't gonna force your hand one way or the other. You do you, pal. Him just standing there. I knew she liked him. He's not happy. Gil's making it very obvious that he fucked and he doesn't know how. Betty wants a bloom light. I shouldn't have skipped November's rent to pay that mobile game debt. Ah, shit. Now Jill's basically just sitting here lamenting all the stuff she spent rent money on, rather than, you know, pay her fucking rent. Age rocks. Oh shit, I forgot. Oh, he wants something non-alcoholic. He always wants something non-alcoholic. Here. I'm so distracted by Jill being distracted, I completely forgot. She actually hides pretty well. How do you feel? Ask her out. He's human in all but organs, including eyelids. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave that right there where it is. There are some consequences to my actions I'm willing to face, but I gotta draw the line in the sand somewhere. You know what? Fair enough. Anything else? The pianos. Yeah, Jill's stuck on the mobile game dead again. Next. Woman. Aged. There we go. Reach stalemate. Betty's sad because she doesn't want Deal to go to anybody else, let alone Laura. But Deal's like, I can't leave you. Somebody has to remind you not to kick people. We should leave. Holding a New Year's party. Presumably they came, we don't know. I'd love to go, but I told everyone I'd end the year with a party myself. Totally forgot she was here. Things get fun, give me something nasty. Evicted. Holy shit, that's a new low for me. Wow, I feel bad now. I feel bad for showing this off. Because Jill's just like... Man... Jill thinks promo stuff is nasty. You know what? Actually, we'll do a Zen Star. It's just 4 of everything. Whoops. I forgot to put it on the rocks. On the rocks. There we go. Here. It was nasty. Chat's laughing at her. So we get a copy of the song. Too late, it's already in the player. Hacking magic. Let's move on. Where are the dogs? We haven't actually... The last time we see or even hear about the dog is Kira Mickey running into him in the bathroom, and that's it. Assuming fake advertising. Boss might have just donated money. Frick dog not coming for work. Anything interesting. Blah, blah, blah. Anna shows up. Just fuck up everything. We'll put wrestling back on. She wants to know why viewership peaked. Making fun of Gil because he fucked. But I want to hear it. Kira Mickey came yesterday. Chat's laughing. We even have proof. Dana shows up, saves the day. Anyway, she did. Took pictures. Streamy-chan's mad. Chat's blowing up. Jill always saying that Kira Mickey is a graceful client. Really doubt she'll come back again. Give me something girly. Knowing my landowner, I'll have to wait at least a month for a new contract. Thank you, chat dog. We will in fact make a moon blast on the rocks and blended. Here. Chat laughing. Dreamy-chan's making fun of us, saying that we're boring. Anna shows back up. We hate her. Not having this conversation again. She's trying to tempt us to find out who Gil fucked with. We're making lots of faces. Chat's laughing at us. Manager, tech support. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy. You're calm. She's been getting more sleep. Crash is a hell of a drug. Not a dog, can't just ask me to roll over. Mind if I entertain you for a bit? I'll entertain the missy. Take Gil with you. Don't want him hunting into the middle of the road right into a truck's grill. Surprised we never did learn because I don't think it told us in the ending. What, about the dogs? Or who he fucked? Yeah, you never find out either of those. I think the implication is that whoever Gil got with is not somebody that we meet. Grilled Gil. Eh? Because it's one of those things, yeah, we're limited to our own little bubble of, like, who we know at the bar, and because it wasn't necessarily, well, I don't want to say it wasn't important, but, like, it wasn't necessarily important to Jill's story who Gil ended up sleeping with and maybe ended up dating. Alma and Gil did not, in fact, fuck. She's sending congrats. So it was a girl and you did fuck. He doesn't feel comfortable talking about it. He's hard to get close to. Make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. This whole city's made up of weird loners and we all get together. And he had a good time. And Gil has a Kira Miki song stuck in her head. Tip for the break, let's go back. Gil. Keep in mind what I said, open up more. Wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. And that's that. We're back. What were you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy shit, did you two really fuck? Gil's making it obvious, he doesn't know how. She'll have a gut punch. I've waited at least a month for a new contract. Dorothy wants a gut punch. Well aged McDutch here. It's weird for Dorothy to order something that isn't sweet. To shits and giggles, I went on the wiki to see if there was anything in the little trivia part at the very end. It just says, this guy fucked. You know what? Good for him. Dorothy's telling us about the specs of her tongue. Learning about her, well, the specs of her body in general, about how she could be used as a seismograph. Everything being all really cool and scientific and shit. Try something sweet. Jill's still mad distracted, but we know that Dorothy's favorite drink is the Piano Woman, which is sweet. So we'll do that. Here. Jill's talking about how she used to be like some AI weirdo person who would talk to AIs and hope they would get answers. And totally not weird at all. Mm-hmm. Dorothy Pug! Evicted. Holy shit, that's a new low for me. I still feel bad. It gotta be... You know, I didn't even have to write this. I didn't have to come up with Jill getting all distracted and upset because she lost her... Well, she didn't lose her job. But she got evicted. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. Call her mom. Nobody's judging you. Her mom, who's actually Anna's mom, met up with the mother of Anna's girlfriend who died before she did, and they got all emotional, and Dorothy's like, why do I feel this way? Somebody pressing a button. Is any of this even real? Boom. I'm fine. The streaming Chan's coming back out. Cute little girl, Lilith. Cam girl. Ah, fiddlesticks. These two getting in a room together was, something. Try the sugar rush. Have to wait another month for a new contract. Yeah, these two go off on an adventure now. Yes. Yes, they do. Just calls herself Moon. Tacky name. Chat's laughing at her. The humble Nicole Chen. How she became Streaming Chan. Chat's laughing at us again. Looking for comfy fun, you just need to crack her shell. Adventure! Yeah! Don't play hard to get, you know it's true. Hey, Stream Girl, that's me. Don't you have a sponsor? Been this long without some kind of advertisement. Oh yeah, the guy cut up the contract and made panties out of it and fucked it. Oh, so he used the contract to, yep, cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. Paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough? Clearly not. Dick paper cuts. Chat's laughing again. Don't need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gail's been grimacing for a full minute now. I forgot that was a part of this day. Yeah. Don't mind me. Celebrate with beers. 2 big beers. And Jill's still really upset. Understandably so. Oh, what a time to be EP as fuck. So, go to bed. Go get comfy. Do and eat. Frankly, I did not realize getting to the bad end would take this much effort. I just know we've gotten there. Here. Cheers, cheers. Everybody's getting lewd. She tried fucking in a jacuzzi. Did not work. It was very convoluted. Comfy laying down my pink with comfy as I could get with my ankle messing up. Oh no! Dorothy starts telling the story of the Mega Santa orgy. Fair Maid and Elle, at least they're having fun. We're done. Gil's happy because he fucked. Dana gives us a double bonus today because she had to deal with streaming Chan while we went on our break. You know, if I just stopped randomly saying stuff, I probably did pass the fuck out. You know what? That's fair. Happy New Year, blah blah blah. Now, I don't know if we're gonna have to go through the whole thing with Gabby. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through this whole thing again. I'm not gonna read it all again because I literally read it, what, a couple hours ago? They're reading the single sorry from Lenore. Saying it's just like Lenore to do some shit like this. Jill's pissed. Going over how she died, how long she's been dealing with it. About how Jill sort of knew about the mark from her injections, but never knew what it was because Lenore lied to her about an hour and a half ago, more or less. Yeah. The two of them are basically bonding over the fact that they're both still alive and can still make amends with each other. And they can still be there for each other. About how Gabby found Jill on Reddit. Of all places. About how Jill felt like Lenore was basically taking over her life and making all of the decisions without any of her input. Which, you know what, fair. All tragically silly. Maybe if we had all kept cool heads, this would have played out different. Emotions ran high. Now we gotta deal with it. Everything's quiet now. Morning is fine, but we should be celebrating. Let's have a toast. Okay, so at least this time, we'll give her a singular Carmetrine. Break the alcohol taboo. Grab this, making a toast. We'll look out for Gabby, make sure she becomes a nice, fine woman. Say it to her. She gets upset, because understandable. They can promise to be there for each other, but they can't promise they won't fight. But they'll cool off and talk it out. They look after me. I'll always be there. I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't leave my little sister alone. Wasn't this a toast for Lenore? Cheers, cheers. Can I drink it? Why not drink it? You're with an adult. Let's break the alcohol taboo. Put bubble gum on Lenore's shoes. Hiding the dildos. Having her friend cover for her. They'll stay together, be comfy. Her dad runs a bakery. Lenore and their mom never made up because her mom was hanging out with homophobes. By extension, is a homophobe, whether she wants to admit it or not. Whoa, 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 actually. We just had a little bit of different dialogue. Felt alone, but I'm not alone anymore thanks to you. I'm a bit dizzy. Jill, I'm a bit dizzy. Must be the alcohol. The what? did say let's break the alcohol taboo, didn't I? So there actually is a little bit of different dialogue since we did something different. Yeah, but don't worry, it'll pass in a bit. And let this be a warning of the dangers of taking things from strangers in bars. First you feel dizzy, then you wake up in a bathtub full of ice. You're trying to justify your action with a moral, you're digging yourself deeper. Thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma over here. Small New Year celebration. No more alcohol. Don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get a cola for the night. No alcohol, though. I think it's a bit late for that. Ahem. You'll give us time to catch up, and I can introduce you to my friends. Alma, there's someone I want to introduce you to. Here we go. Probably make us watch the credits again, though. I mean, for better or worse, the credits are fairly short. Yeah, no, I cannot skip the credits. Damn you, credits! You're rightfully deserved! You know, despite knowing about the bad ending, I've never actually seen it. Like, of course, you can know about, you know, something. You can know about a bad ending of something, but never actually have seen it for yourself. And, that's what this is.
I've heard about it, I've seen the screenshots.
But never actually gotten there myself. Unlike Jill in the bad ending, I'm good at managing her money. It's okay though. This ending is not canon. That's what we're gonna go with. Excellent. That's why all the saves for this ending are on their own separate page. Got to meet a cat boomer. Why did boss hug you though? Gotten better at doing that. Making different saves for stuff. Or something else that I said that I've already forgotten because I'm silly. Good night, Jill. Being responsible with money. Oh yeah, that thing. I'm attempting. My level of success is always questionable at best, but sometimes all you can do is try. And that... Making an effort is better than not, of course. In my humble onion. Not easy. I'm lucky enough to have my mom around. While she's not great with her money, she's great with mine. And it sounds like it works out for you. Wednesday, February 1st. Think I'd be evicted. They are pretty ruthless. They don't even allow you to skip 1 month. I was 2 months late already, actually. Jill. At least it wasn't because you spent too much money on useless stuff, right? Right? About that. Forget it. I don't want to hear. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow you'll regroup and think what to do next. The other night I was really excited about doing something to the point where I was trying to run as many calculations I could to see if I could do it. Admittedly, I was not looking at the bigger picture, forgetting a very important detail, so when I ran the idea to my mom, she reminded me of that very important detail I'd forgotten about. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here by the... Whoa! Your bed is huge! Queen size, considering I lived with a guy for at least 4 years. It can get lonely, but also really comfortable. Just like the single life, I guess. Hope you don't mind sleeping with me, but there's not enough space for the futon in here. I haven't slept in a mattress in, over 2 years now. That can be good for your back. Bad for my morale. Anyway, good night. Nighty-night. Poor Jill, she looks so upset. It's hot in here. Having her hug me certainly doesn't help. I don't want to wake her up either. She looks so comfortable right now. I wonder if Boss would have let me crash in her place. Oh well, let's just try to sleep a bit and... No, 4, go away. No, you piece of fur, don't you dare sleep on my Well, there we go. That's shit game plus. But yeah, so there's the bad ending, too. But since we already did it and got the good ending, Gabby's still here. So, yippee! So yeah, that was Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartender Action. I hope you all enjoyed it just as much as I did. I had a blast sharing it with all of you. I love how only 13.5% of people have actually gotten the bad ending. Like, of all the people who've made it to an ending, which looks to be maybe about 40% of people, well, maybe not. I'm sure there are plenty of people who got the bad ending and the good ending. Anyway, 25.4% of people got to the good ending, and 13.5% got to the bad ending. So, I don't know. But yeah, ultimately, we got all the good endings. Virgilio got to open up his curry stand. Alma and Gabby went over and had a sleepover with Jill. Say, Stella, and Jill all went to the concert together. Kira Mickey, in fact, dedicated... There we go, your barista jump scare. In fact, dedicated a song to Jill. We got to learn a little bit... We got the connection between Anna and Dorothy explicitly spelled out to us. In that, yes, in fact, Dorothy's guardian was Anna's mother. And she got to gush about her. Which, you know what? Great for her. Barista jump scare. Yes. It's me. Be the jump scared by me. Let's see, let me double check, make sure I didn't miss anything. Excuse me. Quiet. I'm doing things. Stuff and things, in fact. Shush. Yeah, no, that's... Yeah. Like I said, most of the achievements at this point are just, you know, start the new game plus, get all the flawless service bonuses, get the rest of the nano camo stuff for Jill's room, which we never got any of because we were too busy saving money. Get some secret characters. Mostly that's it. But yeah, like I said, I hope you all had as great of a time with this as I did. I don't know what we're gonna be doing next. I don't know if we'll start something new tomorrow, if we might play something familiar. Fuck, I don't know, I didn't get that far yet. I mean, I know of course we'll be doing Wonderlands Wednesday. That's always kind of a given. But until then... hello? Chat? By chat, I mean that's, my fucking... God damn it. Hi, Nova. There we go. I hit the enter button and the raid did not go through. We're gonna go raid Tavern Tilly. An elf-based VTuber who I assume also runs a tavern. Looks like she's playing a gacha-style game right now called Azure Lane. Been meaning to drop in on her for a while. And just have not had the opportunity, so we're gonna go do that tonight. Cafe raid. Yeah, so that's really all I've got for now. Got all the good endings and the bad ending. And that is us closing the book on Valhalla. Like I said, it was a really great time. It's a fantastic game, and if watching me do it, even though we played it like all the way through, makes you want to get it for yourself, I think it's only like $15 on Steam. It regularly goes on sale. But yeah. Get rest, eat good food, get something to drink, and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye!